Hey everybody, this is Todd at One Seed, One World, and if you have not been here before, thanks for stopping by and checking out a video. And if you are a regular viewer or have been here before, then welcome back. So it is the beginning of February, and this is the time that I start planting stuff inside. Just a couple early things like my onions, my leeks. If I do shallots, those kinds of things, I will get going inside around the beginning of February for where I live. Now I am in zone, actually 7A. I used to be zone 6B, but in the past year, the USDA has updated all the zones. A lot of people didn't change, but I was in one of the areas that actually changed from 6B to 7A. Which basically just means that my average winter coldest temperature is 5 degrees warmer than what it was like 10 years ago. So it doesn't really affect a whole lot of what I do, but just so that you know that I am now 7A. I kind of feel like Prince, like the artist formerly known as Prince. Now I'm the gardener formerly known as the gardener from 6B or something. Anyway, so what I wanted to talk about today was improving the efficiency of your grow lights when you are starting seeds inside. Now, if you've been with me for a while, if you've seen any of my previous videos, I've been growing like in these mini greenhouses in the basement where I start a lot of my seeds and then I harden them off, take them out to the greenhouse depending on the time of the year, and kind of move things through the whole process to get things growing outside in time for spring after last frost. There's a lot of things that I start here in the basement in my mini greenhouses. I've got 5 down here that will get a lot of seeds started of things that I want to get going early. But the one thing that I've run into is loss of light, or maybe leggy plants because they're not getting enough light. And I've shown you guys in past videos these like little greenhouses, recommended different types of lights and everything, and they do okay. Like I've grown with them for years, but there is a way that we can be more efficient with getting better light to our plants to make them stronger and fuller before we take them outside. And what you can use, these mylar blankets. When you set your plants up indoors and you set your lights up, you know, a lot of times you got to put the plants up like within 2 inches to the light and then slowly move them down, and to keep them from getting leggy because they're not getting a full amount of light like they would if they were outside where the sun is hitting them. But inside, you know, we're kind of limited on what we can do. What these mylar blankets will do is reflect light back into the plant and keep it from leaking away and having you lose a lot of light. And they also help hold some heat in too. I mean, already with these like greenhouses with the plastic over them, they do heat up inside. Normally my temperatures range around 75 to 80 degrees, sometimes a little bit higher. But with these blankets on, they go even higher than that, 85 degrees or sometimes even a little bit more. I'd actually need to set up my little indoor thermometer or little mini greenhouse thermometer that I use in here to get an exact reading, which I haven't done that yet. But it's definitely warm inside my greenhouse. I am starting my onions, like I said, this weekend, but prior to that, I had started a couple things. I have a little bit of cilantro in there. And then I also have some basil. And look how healthy those basil plants look. I mean, they've just sprouted. I'm gonna have to thin them out. I'm getting them going. And when both my cilantro and my basil was first started, I had started them up in the kitchen, kind of on top of the refrigerator where it was warm so they could get germinated and get going. When they first started, it wasn't very light up there and they came up kind of leggy, looking a little sickly. I put them in here with the mylar blankets within a week. I mean, look, that is a nice looking seedlings for basil plants. And the cilantro is doing the same. The cilantro actually was even rougher looking because I had left them up there longer. But since they have been on or in the greenhouse with the mylar blanket, they're really starting to fill out. They still have a little ways to go, but the mylar blanket is helping hold light and heat in there to get them filled out. Putting the mylar blankets around your plants when you're growing them inside can help basically reflect 50% more light back into your plants of what you would normally be losing. Just as the light comes down and goes out, you lose the light. This puts it all back in, so it's surrounding the plant and gives you more heat in there, and is going to give you a fuller, better plant that you can then harden off and transplant outside once your after frost date comes. So I will put a link down below on, like, I got a pack off of Amazon. I think this was 20 mylar blankets, and I have to use probably 3 or 4 of these per greenhouse, so I will use these up. But if you're only, you know, using a couple like little greenhouses, or if you kind of want to tent it over whatever you're doing, I mean, you could cut these and use them to kind of surround your plants depending on what your setup is. They will help reflect light back in a complete circle around your plants, instead of just the overhead light that then you lose so much and your plants can end up getting leggy. It's going to increase the productivity of your greenhouse and the light productivity. It's going to make your lighting more efficient. Whatever's going on in your neck of the woods, I hope it's working out fantastic for you, and that you are starting your seeds for the 2024 gardening season, and that they are starting to happen for you. Or if you're farther up north, maybe you haven't even got to that point yet. But, you know, so I'm giving you some future information that you might be able to use. But thanks for hanging out again with me today, and we will see you again soon. Namaste.